Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon Bloodier Moon, everybody. If you can tell from my tone of voice, I'm finally kind of feeling pretty good about things. Campaign seems like it's going well. I managed to knock out our first veteran dungeon last time. Got a lot of level 3s looking to become level 4s here. But I do think before we start going too deep into the veteran stuff that we should try to get our armor smithing up to rank 4 so we're properly geared up for it.
The campaign
Oh, right, yeah, crap. Wrong one.
Now, carnage calls.
I did notice there was a musketeer available, unfortunately, in the recruitment that I've, of course, not got the space for right now. I can't really bring myself to dismiss anybody. However, I did consider maybe renaming someone, but I don't know. I'm pretty fond of our set of characters right now. I feel like we've got a pretty good group going on, so probably going to stick with this as is. I'm going to go ahead and stress heal Amara real quick, and then Jacob's probably good to go. Let's figure out where we're heading today and hopefully find a way to get some more deeds. Still got to take out this Inchoate Flesh at some point. I feel like doing one of these activate the shrines quests before that might not be a bad idea. Portraits are still pretty good. I mean, all things can become deeds, of course. We don't always necessarily have to prioritize those, although it is usually best to try to go for them specifically. And because I've been given one single option to do that, I think I've gone ahead and made that choice. I'm also thinking we could maybe go with a really blight-heavy team this time around. If we try out maybe that front rank abomination, we could get the Shieldbreaker in there again, and then maybe a little Plague Doc in the back rank too. We could probably make some money out of this. And have a very effective team for not only dealing a bunch of blight damage in the cove, but getting through the armor with the piercing damage too. So, man, it's like I'm remembering how to play the game. Isn't that nice? It takes a little while every campaign, but we get there eventually, right? And let's see what we're going to deck him out with this time around. I do like giving the blight chance to as many people as I possibly can here. I don't know if I necessarily have one for her anymore. It looks like we do with the Venomous Vial. I'm pretty sure we've got, wow, several for her, in fact, so let's just go, oh, right, yeah, we can't double down on that anymore, shit. I don't think the healing skills are all that necessary for her. I'm going to go ahead and give her the Bleed Resist for fun. Let's get the Stun and Blight skill chance on him along with the Life Crystal, and then I think we'll just go with Antiquarian's Protection and double protection, in fact, there. Hopefully the Protect Me will keep her from having to take too much actual stress damage here, and that should reduce the amount of damage to her significantly. I like the focus ring up front there as well, and that's looking pretty good. I guess I don't necessarily have to sell this. We can always bring a double Plague Doc out at some point. And it might actually be time to finally start giving some serious consideration to unlocking more camping skills for these groups. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure this group has still probably got quite a few levels to ascend here in the Blacksmith and Guild, so let's go for that right now. Bada bing, bada boom. I think they've all got all their skills unlocked at the very least, besides that Incision, which we'll go ahead and fix right away. I kind of like the idea of just upgrading everything for the Abomination. That's usually in our best interest, and then Plague Doc's got some serious upgrades here with the Stun chance, and we'll go ahead and boost up that heal effectiveness as well. Probably the full kit here for the Antiquarian. Man, once I get over that 35,000 gold threshold or so, I really start to get pretty frivolous with the money. But it's probably going to benefit me, I guess. Let me get at least anger management for you, my friend. I think I'm going to go ahead and unlock Encourage for you as well. I think it's finally time to start considering these things. Wound Care is not going to be as necessary this time. Plague Doc's going to be able to have leeches, which is usually a good choice. There we go, man. Okay, this is feeling pretty awesome. Let's hit the cove. I'm ready. Food. Torches. Still learning my lesson from oh too many torchless runs. Pretty sure that one's actually stuck finally, at least this time around. Looking good. Feeling good. Sounding good. Tasting good? Let me know in the comments.
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
What a fitting wainer to follow that up. Let's get to it. I think we'll hit this lower area, clear all that out, and then probably just go all the way up to the North Tail too.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Not the most convenient layout this time, unfortunately, and I seem to recall not wanting to bother with those guys all that much. Yeah, overall, man, like, that initial struggle feels like a relic of a bygone era. We've ascended lately into a into a much safer roster, much safer team composition, things geared specifically for the foes we intend to fight. And wouldn't you know it, that's going pretty well. So now I guess we've got to worry a little bit more about what's to come. Of course, time remains a factor here. I've been kind of utilizing these early weeks again like I typically do and just trying to bolster our resources as much as possible. Safeguard, by the way, picking up right where they left off with the crits here. Holy shit. Love to see that.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
We are getting quite a few antiquarian runs out of the last few sessions as well, so that's obviously benefiting us quite a bit economically. Might even want to consider using that blueprint pretty soon here, although we do still have the big concern of the blacksmithing guild yet to be leveled fully. And that always takes way more heirlooms than I anticipate as well, so let's maybe just keep our focus on that for now, I guess. Got a quirk removal here if I remember right. Nice, that's pretty solid. And no scout. Alright, so I think it makes a lot more sense to just double back after checking out this room real quick and hopefully... I don't know what it was. All of a sudden I just got a really sinking feeling there's a collector right here. Alright, I need to go see a specialist if this was a true premonition. I'm a little scared. I know I've really built this up and it's almost certainly going to be nothing, but it really, like, it hit me hard. I'm concerned about it. Is it here? Okay, I mean, that's not nothing.
Watch your step.
And I know that's just kind of opening myself up to say, well, if anything's there, I look like a genius, but maybe there is weirdly like some kind of, maybe over the course of 600 to 700 hours, I've detected the most minute detail in the background somehow that indicated to me warning danger ahead. Let's go ahead and call it that. Oh boy, okay, yeah, I do need to keep in mind this group is rather squishy. They're gonna need to, well, actually, yeah, you know what, let me get the protect me on you, actually. I think you're gonna be a much better person to take the brunt of the physical damage here. I need to stop thinking of the Shieldbreaker as a tank. This is a DPS unit through and through, and a very squishy one at that. And one that I ought not be bringing along the front ranks without somebody to take a little bit of the damage with them. Which, again, thankfully, the Abomination is pretty well suited for that. We got one down in the back at least, and already this working to pretty great effect. I don't think I'm worried too much about the back rank damage right now, and I think I should go ahead and try to protect her a little more. Maybe even throw a couple of 1 or 2 HP heals her way while we got the opportunity.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Weirdly, one of the most effective upgrades in the guild, when you think about it, is the Antiquarian's Heal.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Like, essentially, you're giving her a 50% chance to double the effectiveness of her heal at rank 2.
By inches.
Which, I really like thinking about it that way as opposed to being more honest with myself.
Onslaught. Destroy them all.
That makes me feel like, damn. She just skyrocketed in usability. I mean, she already was pretty high up there, let's be honest. Never really needed the help.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Those blocks, clearly something I need to be starting a few more fights with as well. It'd be very nice to keep her in tip-top as long as we can, too. What, no more crits, Safeguard? Come on now, what happened? I thought you were cool.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
I'm still cool, Baer. I can still get the kill blows.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Death blows, those are called death blows. And I sounded like my own father trying to relate to myself. Ah, you get some more of those kill blows today there, son. In your videoed game. Good gaming. Shout out my dad for consuming way more of my content than I ever expected him to. Pretty sure he's not 12 episodes deep into the Darkest Dungeon Bloodier Moon campaign, but I'd be surprised with the amount of times he's referenced things I've made.
handsome reward for a task well performed.
Anyway, my dad's cool. I got good parents. I'm pretty grateful for that. That's been a very helpful part of my life. Shout out cool moms and dads everywhere. Doing good work. Right, let's see here. One down. Going to be very difficult, yet again, to prevent this from turning into at least one revenge hit. This is definitely the ideal way to approach it at the very least. And I think we got a plague dock around to take care of that issue. Definitely need to be doing a protect me more often with her. I'm also a little worried that maybe I should just go all in with the damage there. Nah, let's keep her topped off. Especially before she's guarded. I was gonna say, Safeguard's got a crit anyway, right? But no, we got this instead.
As the fiend falls,
that'll work.
A faint hope blossoms.
Keep her protected, make sure no more issues arise. Yep, perfect. And yeah, that stun's not gonna matter too much. Away you go. Man, do I miss some old school Plague Doctor damage, dude. Noxious Blast up front for 6 a pop. Oh, that went... Oh, right, yeah, the stun, duh. Well, thankfully it was actually 0 damage, so... literally no harm done.
Inspiration and improvement.
There she goes again.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Okay, going her way to another crit. Ooh, yucky. Okay, okay. Instinctively hit the T button trying to retroactively get the torchlight popped up out of that. This should be a pretty strong start. I'm not actually too concerned about this group, especially if we can stun this guy up front. Yeah, no, I think... especially if we can get the Serpent Sway, especially if we can get the Protect Me up before anything terrible happens. Yeah, we've got some pretty solid defenses in place for this bunch. Stress, again, remains the chief concern. Stun on him. Ooh, Barnacle Barrier on the Madman, though. I shouldn't have said my plans out loud. Shit, that's my bad. Okay. Well, I mean, we do have the piercing damage for this. So I suppose let's use it for exactly that purpose, and then hit him with a Plague Grenade's not bad here either. We might even be able to just stun this guy, maybe even get the double stun in the back. It seems like a decent idea. Not this time, but that's okay. We got the Protect Me up on her. He's doing just fine. Got a block there. No crit either. That's nice. Could still bleed, unfortunately. Yeah, we get the Plague Dock for that, though, so not too bad. Give me some Blight on the Madman. We gotta start doing damage somewhere, I guess. And let's see here. Some Beast Bile as well. Gonna help out quite a bit. Man, this guy's got a lot more HP than I expected. Thought that Pierce nearly did him in for some reason. Oh, boy. Okay. Okay. Not too bad there, actually. I expected a little bit worse from that. This isn't going to be enough for the Madman either. Oh, no, never, it is. It absolutely is. Which means maybe I go for this. We got the 5, so means max damage would do it. Max damage not quite there for this one. Also have Impale here, which is still not good at all, but I can't seem to stop myself from wanting to do it anyway. Maybe the Blight hit here, actually, the skill that I've used very, very rarely. But no, I'm pretty sure it's the Pierce in the back. Because that, at the very least, puts him on a 2-turn timer. Books is still doing just fine. We might have to spend a couple of Plague Dock turns getting rid of some bleed here. The Blight's unnecessary on that one. We've got the stun resistance up front, so let's go for this. Love to see it. And boy, yeah, her horror situation. No bueno. Not going to be able to bring him down faster. The heals don't matter. Let's just keep stacking here, I guess. Alright, looking good, looking good. Does not have the pull either. We're looking fine there. Definitely going to need Plague Dock bleed healed at that point. Might even need to try to sneak in an Absolution.
This is how a life is taken.
Man, you've had horror for quite a while there, haven't you? 5 damage per. He's already got it there. I think we probably just want to hit one more of these. It is going to help Curtis out a little bit with the stress, at least. That's nice. And let me fix you up, bud.
Momentary abatement.
You're a little too leady for me up there. Right, and then you're gone. And that's numbers. Let me hit this too. Let's keep you in real good shape up there.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
One more there as well. Everyone's looking real good. Love to see it.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I'm going to call that an assist from the Plague Dock on that one. Wonderful. Okay. I am out of torches somehow? How many of those did I bring? Apparently not enough. Jesus. Okay. Man, that's an early issue. I think, well, in that case, we might have to use the campfire for, oh, I got a survival guide, too. That's actually not a bad trinket. Oh, good. Classic DD1 inventory issues here, man. I don't think I'm going to need the anti-venom with the Plague Doctor in the mix, and then I think I'll just go ahead and get rid of that Onyx, and we'll try our luck with this shovel here. Cool. Alright. Pretty effective. Ended up scouting both down this way, which is going to save us some trouble down the road. In fact, I wonder if maybe I'm better off, especially with the lack of torches here. I think I'm going to go back through the entrance hallway, get these two scouted as well, and then we don't have to go all the way up back through the, or to the end of the dungeon on the north side. That'll probably be a little more efficient with the torchlight, although may not make a huge difference, but I've fooled myself into thinking it's the right way, so that's what we're doing. Wouldn't be the first time, buddy. Won't be the last either. Ooh, okay, this is maybe worth a chance for the Antiquarian. We're not going to get a ton of opportunities to stress heal her. God damn it, I went too far. All right, fine. She'll be all right. She doesn't even need the help. She likes being this way. I mean, this is just kind of the constant state of being we all exist in, right? Is about 48 out of 200 stress. Constantly adding on tiny little ticks via walking anywhere.
The light, the promise of safety.
Being in the presence of anyone or anything. Let's see. I'm going to keep the food still. Yeah, I think it's probably still the anti-venom here. Okay. Well, put the theory to the test, and immediately very glad I held on to the food there. But we're going to be using the campfire more than likely around here or there. Depending on the scouts, certainly, as well. Definitely like seeing that. And let's take a chance on this one. Nice. Honestly, that is a pretty big risk. I don't know if that's even necessarily the right play. Well, it worked out that time. Ah, it's a brutal one.
Paid for in blood.
Only now realizing that we've got the kleptomaniac Antiquarian. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, yeah, I'm thinking we probably want to go ahead and camp out a little earlier on this one. Don't do it again. Okay, come on now. You only get one per dungeon. That seems fair to me. Yeah, I think I'm going to push this classic me style for one more room and hallway here.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
And we'll use that campfire for the torchlight moving on. Which should put us in, I think, 1 or 2 rooms away from a full explorer, so
Packs laden with
still looking pretty good.
are often low on supplies.
And I mean, I might as well take this in the blackest pitch, right? Come this far with it. That's not the worst shuffle in the world. Plague Doctor by far the most impacted. I do feel like we probably just want to prioritize the stress damage again here, although this shield breaker is going to be in rough shape quickly. Probably going to be a serpent sway right away as well. Let's see if I can get numbers quickly on one of these guys. Especially the one targeting her. We'll slam here as well, especially because we're about to camp out, so this shouldn't be too big of a stress hit. And might just be able to kill the groupie here, actually, although, ooh, I did not realize slam wasn't available there, damn. That's unfortunate. Okay, let me go ahead and protect me here as well. Definitely going to need that. Oh, that's terrible. Alright, that's going to force a change in strategy here. Yikes. Became prepared. Okay, let's see. That should give us numbers up front. Still planning on the slam. Ooh, that actually kills him. That's pretty fantastic. The armor piercing there as well, of course, but I think the impale, a little more impactful this time. Finally got the justification for that one, although, of course, that does leave the Plague Dock in the front ranks again. But I think that'll be okay. Got the guard this time, too. Very nice. I'm definitely going to be transforming down here. Let me see if I can finish you off as well. Okay. That worked out pretty well. Nice dodge there, too. All right. He's going to be able to take care of himself. Might even go ahead and try the stun this time, although I don't think we necessarily need it, and he's probably going to need to stress heal a little bit more. So let's just allow for that. As long as the shield breaker doesn't take too much of this hit.
A momentary abatement.
I do anticipate going her way, but might be kinder. Oh, there we go. Okay. Nice. She's got the bleed resist as well, so we're not as worried about her up there, and that should be pretty much him on his way home. Let me see if the blight from the plague doc's enough, although I guess that might do it as well. But I'm pretty sure I got to get away with this if I have the opportunity. Blight from her, 1 damage, and if it's 3 blight, it's not quite there. 2 blight's definitely not there. That might do it. Excellent. Go, team, go.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
All right. Feast in time. A little stress healing for the lot. I do think this is best. It's a pretty solid trade there. Of course, we got encourage around the table here, too. I like the armor piercing for these guys, but I think the stress healing is a lot more important. So we'll go ahead and just take that around the board. And then I guess we can snakeskin now. Or, yeah, snakeskin? Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's pretty good. 4 HP buff for her for a little natural protection. Keep her in better shape. Oh, we got a snake ambush, though, huh?
We require only the strength to follow it.
Oh, and I didn't reset my party order after that fight. Son of a bitch. All right, well, I guess we're just doing this the old-fashioned way. Oh, I really don't want to transform here. That seems like a pretty bad idea. And, of course, she's just going to have the resolve check no matter what. I definitely wasn't anticipating this. I think we have to do this given the amount of damage we're going to need to do against these guys. So let's just get ready to try to focus one down as quickly as we possibly can. And I guess that's a preferred target, isn't it? Guard there's fine. It's a little bit of protection, not too much. I think we try the blight. Oh, no, that's right. They've got insane blight resist. Their stun resist, not so much, though. And that's pretty big. Yeah, I'm going to be concerned about her, but I am glad I got the plague doc this time. So, you're just going to be stabbing, I guess. And that's a fine target for you. You have to deal with 1 riposte at least, and I think we just better go ahead and take it, right? You know, we may not have to deal with that, I guess. There's a possibility. It's going to last for 2 more rounds, so maybe I can lose priority there for a bit. The double stun less effective now. The blight chance is still pretty pathetic, though. A lot better on this guy. That seems worth. That's pretty big, okay. I like that a lot. We got 1 down, it looks like. Only 2 damage necessary, though, so I think that's an impale opportunity. Good dodge. Maybe another resist here. Okay, this is looking pretty solid. All things considered, can't be too upset with this result. Oh, these guys got the high dodge stat too, don't they? Yeah, not that much, but still something at least. Alright, 1 more resist from you, Books. Yeah, that's okay. How's your damage looking up front, buddy? Let's go ahead and bandage that up too, actually, just to be safe. And we'll get you out of there, bud. I don't think you need to be sticking around for too much longer. Keep stabbing. Oof. Not too big of a loss, thankfully. Either one's good here. Hell yeah, safeguard. That's what I'm talking about. This was actually very close to being,
Decisive pummeling.
I think the horror goes away if you can kill them before this... Or yeah, if you kill them, I think it disappears. And we might have that opportunity here. Oh, but we did avoid the check at least. Okay. Oh, shit. Maybe? Wow.
This
excellent.
Expedition at least promises success.
Oh, we got the shimmering scale for her here as well. That's a pretty nice one. We'll go ahead and get rid of the citrine here. And I do like the Aegis scales. I think I'll take those over the herbs. That seems good. Awesome, man. Oh, I think I had an anti-venom there too. Whoops. Anyway. Okay. Let's see if we can get out of here and still manage to avoid her stress check. We've got the party in the correct order now, at least. We do have one more bonus torch, too. Go ahead and pop that bad boy. I should definitely eat 2 food on the Abomination here as well, and that is a very nice empty hallway and empty room scout. Let's finish strong here. And check her disarm chance. 70 versus 60. Let's try. No, let's avoid. Let's avoid the resolve check. We've come this far without it.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Seems much smarter to me. Not going to worry about that. And what do you know? Another successful go at the Antiquarian and getting through a snake ambush on top of it. Pretty nice. Oh, I'm definitely not pushing forward further, though. I don't know why I did that.
We will find all manner of great and terrible things in this watery tomb.
Boy, I really am starting to actually gain some confidence here. Evasive for Curtis as well. Not bad, man. Not bad.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
Alright, Safeguard. You keep critting, I'm going to keep taking care of you after the fact, although I got something to say about that for this one, I guess. Still not really interested in investing for additional slots just yet, so we'll hold off on that for now. Books, I could commit, though. Off to the cloister with your friend. And Totox, no, we don't need to worry about that too much. Okay. Check out the blacksmith again here. We're pretty damn close to the armor smithing. In fact, I think I'm just going to go ahead and make some trades. Maybe just the crest this time actually seems like a better idea. We need 9 deeds. I think that'll work just fine. Gets us up to rank 4.
Sword, a stronger shield, anything to prolong a soldier's life.
Oh, and the Siren fight available here. Coven Signet. Demon's Cauldron. Usually an interesting consideration. And we got another Coven Signet for the Necromancer up there. Okay. Let's see. Any more deeds available from anybody? Doesn't really look like it, so I'm kind of thinking we might want to go with the Inchoate Flesh this time around. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see if we got a decent level 2 team that can tackle this. I'm sure we're spoiled for choice in that regard. Let me get infamous Dr. J back in the mix, I think, along with Bradley. No, actually, let's do a Mark team, actually? Hold on a second. I think we got the means for that. If we put Larry in the mix, and then who else benefits from the Mark / applies the Mark? I guess the Grave Robber would be a decent choice for that. Or maybe just something a little more standard. Maybe just like throw Jessica in the mix on that one. Yeah, it's probably pretty good. Okay. We'll have to check these guys in their ranks as well. Bounty Hunter. It has been few and far between the runs we've gotten to bring you out on, buddy. Crusader's going to be a pure tank this time around, leaving it the Barristan's head in there, I think. Although, honestly, the plus 20% stress received on that is not really worth the trade-off in my mind. I think I'd rather him just have a bunch of HP. We're going to get the healing skills bonus on our cultist this time. And probably just give him the shimmering cloak there as well. I think I actually might want to have the accuracy bonus on her. But, no. Let's just do a solar bracer this time. Yeah, that's probably good enough. We're going to get the mark on the target this time with the vulnerability hex. Keep the artillery in there. Got the sniper's mark this time. I'm going to go back to the stunning blow for a little while, and then there we go. Standard kit, ready to rock. Let's get these leveled up. I'm trying my hardest not to dump all the cash into any given thing. And we're keeping this in a pretty good spot here, so that's making me happy. I'm going to get all these accuracy bonuses wherever we can here. I think I'm going to go ahead and level up her mark along with her heal. And I think Blind Fire for the speed buff. Give me the heal bonus there. Give me the pull and the artillery. And a quick check to the survivalist for this group as well. Let me unlock tracking. I think we'll take Zealous Vigil and Zealous Speech. Maybe even have both equipped for him this time. Let me get, let me go with the triage, I think. Probably not a bad idea for her. And then we've already got the ambush prevention available for him. Excellent. Off to the Inchoate Flesh. Let's do it. Hopefully another strong performance out of this group, man. So far, so good. Stay well prepared for all the dots. I'm going to give myself a full stack of holy waters for the battle itself, I think. Seems good. A couple of shovels. Don't forget. Let's do it.
My zeal for blood rituals and summoning rites had begun to ebb, as each attempt invariably brought only failure and disappointment. Progress was halting, and the rapidly accumulating surplus of wasted flesh had become burdensome.
Oh my god, I'm so glad I had a wainer for that moment. Man, you ever just go for a sip of water and then you get that feeling of, oh, I need to drink this whole cup now.
The thing is more terrible than I can describe. An incoherent jumble of organ, sinew, and bone.
Slake that thirst and off we trek. Mark's squad ready to take down the flesh. Let's do it. We've been doing a lot of antiquarian builds over the last few sessions, so it feels good to have a properly decked out team again, and it feels especially good to see them immediately in a phenomenal position in the first combat. Holy shit. I don't think this group's gonna have many problems.
Continue the onslaught.
Well then.
Destroy them all.
Yeah, we'll be on our merry way, I guess. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna be getting to the flesh pretty quickly here too. I'm 99% sure it's in that room, so nice little trap dodge on top of that. F the books, don't worry about that. Keep on going. Books, it's not personal, Books. It's an old adage. It's nothing against you. You're a perfectly fine abomination. Which is a hilarious sentence. Immediately very effective pull again. And let me see if I can... Oh no, actually this guy's better off in the back, so... Let's take advantage of that marked target for a little bit here, shall we? Like so.
The ground quakes.
Holy shit. Okay, so they're both very ineffective right now, which means...
A singular strike.
I'm just gonna go ahead and make that the case for all three. Because he's gonna be doing the stumbling scratch out of that, or harmless poke. There we go. Now they've reassembled themselves. But to what end? A dead one. A dead end. An end where they're dead.
Is broken. Maintain the offensive.
There we go. And because he has opted to take a single turn, I must respond with a stress heal. Rally the troops now that we've taken some damage.
Champion falls.
A real shame, that. Alright, ignoring the curio, of course. Classic trap right before the boss fight here. Bleed's not too bad on the bounty hunter. We got plenty of bonus food anyway. Torchlight's looking solid. We'll do the classic hallway explore. Back out. And prep ourselves for that Inchoate Flesh. Like a little bonus battle here, though. That's nothing. Ooh, okay. Finally missed the initial pull. Definitely starting to feel like he would have been better off most of those... Well, no, the first two fights he was definitely better off with the pull. We got really good positional shifts out of that, but I probably should be actually trying to do the marking of the targets a little bit more here. Oh boy, he's getting a lot lower than I'd like to, isn't he? Well, let's get a little bit more control going here at least. And probably get numbers there as well.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
All right, occultist, there you go. You just go ahead and fix him up real quick for me now, because appreciate that. Never a single iota of concern on my end. Big smite up front. Thank you very much.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Hey, let me get the uppercut from you, bud. Might as well take a chance. I don't think the move on him really does anything for us, but try it.
Precision and power.
There we go. That is a lot less dodge for him, although it's probably not really going to matter all that much. And we do have to hit that as well. But I'm pretty sure the Arbalist has this action first. There we go.
A decisive pummeling.
No problem.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I do really like the Fortunate Armlet, so we'll go ahead and grab this over the Citrine, I think, and then, yeah, we're fine dumping those two things. We'll keep the Holy Water for our actual, you know, using it purposes. I'm going to keep the Holy Water to drink it, because that's what you do with Holy Water, right? It's just that's kind of how my chug of water felt just now. That felt pretty sacred. Here we go.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Definitely want to prevent the ambush here, which is going to lead, I think, into the stress heal. Although we really don't need a ton of stress healing this time. So instead, we'll go ahead and prep up this way. Get the crossbow restrung. Less stress on the Crusader is certainly not a bad idea. I do like the Dark Strength a little bit more, though, so I think we'll go with that on her. Gives her a plus 40% damage buff, which is insane. And let's see, maybe just encourage here. It's probably for the best. Yeah, let's do that. Puts us in pretty good shape.
The light, the promise of safety.
All right, we'll hit the end of the hallway, pop our holy waters, get the torchlight up. Should be in pretty good shape.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Might as well get rid of that speed debuff, too. There we go. Let's do it.
Squirming, contorting, and ever-expanding.
All right, they have given us
Horror must be unmade.
our first target here, which has been crit yet again. Love to see it. Hit it. Already a giant chunk of damage to the flesh. Only one healer this time. That's nice to see. And then, come on now, 38% crit chance. Ooh, okay, only 15. Still pretty good. Hoping to avoid the stuns here. He's got quite a bit of protection, if I remember right. Well, he's got the resistances at least. That's right, because of the Holy Water. No stun there either. That's pretty nice. I think I like the Bulwark on him, actually. Not necessarily needing a lot of damage contribution from the Crusader right now. Alright, yeah, the mark is kind of countered by this enemy too, isn't it? I'd kind of forgotten about that. But the Occultist is probably fine to just mostly dedicate himself to marking targets anyway. Should still be pretty effective. Although, of course, we can't use her as effectively this time. Let's see. I think I'll just go ahead and blind fire for the speed bonus. Hey, that worked out. Bounty Hunter's still hitting pretty hard here. Ooh.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
No blight out of that, at least. That's pretty good.
A powerful blow.
A giant swing from the Bounty Hunter up front. Love to see it. And let's try a stun, maybe. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Okay. Miss it? That stun would be bad. Alright, good stuff, Danaukus. No vulnerable points this time, although that will still get a pretty good shot, won't it? Yeah, I suppose that's fine. I mean, shit, it's nearly dead. Just need to be very worried about Danaukus here, obviously. See if he can fix himself up. Not very much. Oops. Okay, okay. Go, Jessica. Maybe try the stun again. Still probably worth a try at least. And yeah, no weak points this time, unfortunately. Mark's going to be gone up front. Or no, one more round of Mark up front. Alright, hopefully get a little luckier here. Not ideal. I'm a little worried about Danaukus at this point. Let me try to play it a little safer back there. Alright. Yep. They're after him, alright. Getting very fortunate results from the blights so far, and a nice dodge there, too. Otherwise, haven't really had too many issues. I think we just go for the damage race now.
A devastating blow.
That's going to help us along the way. Come on now, buddy. Might as well use the bandages here. Big swing. Big swing. Oh, wow. Fully defensive mode. Not gonna matter, I don't think.
Its destruction is a small consolation, given the implications of its terrible existence.
Hooray. Go team, go.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Yeah, we'll take the dub there. Get the hell out of there. Another victory for the team. Not too many heirlooms out of that one, unfortunately, but we'll take the boss kill, take the checked box.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
There we go. Penance Hall available for safeguard now. We'll go ahead and take care of them. And see what's on deck here. Regular old necromancer to grab ourselves a gunslinger's buckle is very interesting, but I am definitely a lot more interested in trying to take some more standard veteran dungeons at the moment. Solar Crown is not bad. Feather Crystal is a lot better. I think I'd be much more excited about grabbing that. So let's see if we can do exactly that. And let's see what kind of super squad we can put together with our rank 3 units here. I'm liking double death dice making a return appearance. I'm thinking we get a pretty standard Vestal in the mix. And this is looking like a very strong, foundationally solid team across the board, which means I think I can go crazy with the remaining slot, but nothing really sticks out as all that appealing as far as the crazy options go. I honestly think I'd rather just go ahead and do the pretty standard build of a leper up front, so yeah, let's rock that and then just go spend all of our money, forcing me to go on yet another antiquarian run immediately following this. And you think I'm joking. Well, actually, you know what? Before we do all this, maybe we try to reduce the cost a little bit more, but nope, we absolutely don't have the deeds for that, so never mind. It's just gonna be this expensive. Good lord. Yeah, that was quick. Guild 2, man. Yeah, we've yet to get this up to rank 4, which is absolutely something we need to worry about, but thankfully the rank 3 upgrades for most of these guys are gonna be pretty outstanding anyway. Don't need the defender, I guess. I'll take the crush for the accuracy bonus. The chop and the hew have got the same thing, although the hew less so. Got that already leveled up. Judgment's probably worth... Yep, there goes all the money. Let's do a veteran wield, shall we? Get him geared up here real quick, too. Immunity Mask definitely seems like a pretty good fit this time around. I'm going to go ahead and grab the focus ring for him up front as well. Barristan with Barristan's head. And we'll, I think, throw probably just the life crystal on, since that's a little bit better than the eye patch here. Gets him a pretty significant HP buff. Still don't have an inspiring loot for our jester yet, but we do have the lucky dice, which is fun, and I think survival guide on him makes a lot of sense now. And then we'll go for the healing skills and probably get the dodge on her at this point. Seems good. Cool. And looking good to go. Yep. Standard build, standard kits off the wield. Throwing fits. Boom, boom. 4 shovels for the wheel. We get a couple of each. A couple of keys. Full stack. Send it. Let's not kill anyone for a 6th consecutive episode? Bold. But I think we can manage it.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
Man, I hate it when I tee up my own deaths. It's so frustrating. I could just not say anything. Wow, that was lucky. Okay. Here we go. Not exactly a proper introduction to veteran dungeons here. An empty slot in the back. I'm pretty optimistic for this team in particular, though. I think they got the goods. Ooh, and that howl dodge. That'll give me even more confidence. I'm gonna keep this torchlight up as much as we can, too, and let me get the withstand up for sure. Less important this time, though, I suppose. Yeah, we're gonna need to be a little bit more aggressive with him, in fact. Let the man-at-arms be the tank. And then maybe we can start killing ghouls before they double down on the horror like that. Or maybe we can just stress heal with crits all day.
Precision and power.
Yeah, it seems like a good idea to me, too. Glad he saw it my way. Rampart is not fantastic this time. Actually, a lot more crush damage than I expected, too. Countering the hool. The hool! Nope, no recovering from that. Let's go ahead and throw that sentence out the window, buddy. Countering the howl with the dazzling light as much as we can here. Trying to keep that torchlight maxed. Say goodbye, buddy.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Man, just having Jester Vestal out here, dude. Not a care in the world with a team like this. No reason to fear.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Look at that delicious ghoul corpse. Ooh, and a bunch of Ds to start.
Seize this momentum.
Excellent.
Push on to the task's end.
Got another cleanse this time, unfortunately, so we can't do the cheese of easier exploration, but I suppose it's appropriate.
Measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Got to be reminded of our position, although the first two battles here are really not doing a fantastic job of that. Although I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised by the game's attempt to lull me into a false sense of security. That should be kind of the expected play by now, I guess. Probably should go ahead and use that bandage there, too. Ooh, Hugh's looking tasty. Sure is, buddy. Delish. Yum, yum, yum. My favorite. Get yourself a hearty bowl of misses. Part of a well-balanced death fest. Oh, speaking of which, double death dice. Stacking up the bleeds early. Let me see if I can get the finishing blow up front.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
At the very least, we will go ahead and use one of our bandages at this point, and stress heal's not really necessary, so let's just keep piling on where we can. And why not? Go ahead and miss twice. He's gonna do it. We got the mark up front as well, so you gotta think he's all right.
Broken. Maintain the offensive.
All right, fair enough. Damn, dude.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
We lost a lot of bonus food to start this one off. I'm certainly not complaining. Keep it moving. Big chance we're gonna have to go all the way through this one, and also a pretty big chance we're gonna have to
Ambushed by foul invention.
investigate this southern path real quick. Might as well knock it out unless we get lucky with the scout. Come on, that's why we got the scouting guide. I pretended for a second that the stress damage was not still the immediate priority with a team like this. No, yeah, clearly. I don't know if these guys could kill these two if I give them all the time in the world. I don't know if they're actually capable. I think it might be an impossibility. Although the situation here is kind of just it's a couple of folks that brought a slingshot to a gunfight. No, that's a poor metaphor.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
They have the right weapons. They're both just wearing 30 layers of armor. Someone smarter than me's got a better analogy for that. Let me know in the comments. It's the comments episode, because there were 2 instances of me asking for that. No need to heal just yet. I think I get aggressive here. That's what I get. Try again. That's more like it. 2-turn timer. Keep on swinging, buddy. I think the harvest gets them both, actually. I'm still working on the analogy. Don't worry. It's like if Andre the Giant and the Big Show had a slap boxing competition. It's like, yeah, they're hitting each other pretty hard, but have you seen those two? I don't know if they can feel it. Or anything, for that matter. You got goddamn tree trunks for legs. Pretty sure they're not worrying about any groping swipe, although maybe the phrasing would be the more concerning element there.
Soothe. Sedated.
Okay, we got the Baer Optimal on her, unfortunately. And I think I'm going to go ahead and fix that.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
In the midst of my analogous woes, I have allowed the stress to pile up a little bit across the board, unfortunately. Let's see if I can do a little stun game here. I mean, this has proven accurate. I'm having a tough enough time trying to do any damage to these guys myself. And I think this is going to be 2 or 3 rounds of potential opportunity to fix this up, but she's not doing us any favors in that regard, unfortunately. Let's see. That'll certainly buy us some time. Or should anyway, theoretically. Yeah, sheesh. It's gonna be at least one more round of that nonsense, isn't it? What am I doing to myself here? Yeah, man. I kind of deserve that. I thought after I got the numbers advantage I was in good shape, but not quite the truth. Well, that shuffle is tolerable, I guess. Especially considering it kind of forces my hand to go after her again.
Inspiration and improvement.
Now there's the stun. That's what we needed. Okay. We get the rampart this time. A stun here would go huge as well. To be expected. Okay, he's finally actually nearly dead, maybe a little bit. Still got a ways to go. Now, welcome to veteran dungeons, right? I think that's kind of the gist of this experience. And also, I'm pretty sure I need to just go ahead and get rid of you.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
That's just going to get more and more concerning otherwise. All right, yeah, it might just be camp time early on here, too. Although, wow, that is very early on. Probably not my best idea. No blight here, at least, and we'll be feeling pretty good. Nope. Probably time to do that, then. I'm going to see if I can sneak in a full round of heals before we get out of this one. Veteran dungeons, man. This is what I needed to be ready for. This is finally giving me the treatment I was looking for. Getting me prepared for this endless hell. But that is at least slightly better condition.
How quickly the tide turns.
I had to say something. Oh, nice.
This expedition at least promises success.
Well, now I feel a little better. All right, and 3 more deeds, too. And you know what? Ooh, especially after getting the scout. I will camp out here. I think I will indeed. Well, actually, no. One more hallway. I think we can handle it. HP's not looking too bad. We'll even let the torchlight dwindle a little bit more through this one, I guess.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption.
Oh, I didn't realize I had 2 stacks of shovels there.
With misintent.
Oopsie daisy. Oh well. Okay. Let it go down. I mean, in classic me fashion, I am very tempted to push another hallway here, but I'm going to stop myself.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
That is an instant quarantine reflection situation, in my opinion. I think we prevent the ambush this time, and then immediately leads us into Mockery. Right there. Terrific.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
I think order there might have been a little incorrect, but that's okay. Still ended up in a pretty good spot. 12 food here as well. I think I'm safe to go ahead and let him eat a lot of this. I don't think we need too much more for the remainder of the dungeon. And ideally, this will be the last fight, although that does seem pretty unlikely. In fact, now that I think about it, we have a lot more dungeon to go than I realized. That was dumb. I gotta remember every one of these fights is be a lot more brutal than I had initially suspected. These guys in particular, it seems fairly likely to me that they're gonna be stacking on the blight early and often. Hey, thanks for saving me the trip, bud. Just gonna make my way over to Marked Alley later on anyway. Leopard does finally have an appropriate target, so we'll let him
decisive pummeling.
Go to town on the Gladiator up front to begin with. Brandon may want to consider going a little bit more defensive this time, but I did think that Crush made sense early. They've been very kind with the skill selection early on in this one, too. I think the Leper should be able to kill this guy. So let me do play the Defender here, I think, actually, especially to prevent the Vestal and Jester from getting blighted too much. Yeah, I think that's the right idea. And then, let's see, let's just go pure damage in the back, I'd say. It's going to take a while to get through him, so just going to start where we can.
Ringing ears, blurred vision. The end approaches.
It's a very fortunate double resist, especially given our lack of anti-venom right now. Bleed is stacking pretty well on this guy, too. Let's just keep being aggressive here. It's working pretty well so far. And might as well do this. We can take one more shot from this guy. I'm pretty sure the damage wasn't there to get the kill this round anyway. Yeah, any of those blights, man. I'm very glad we got away from having to deal with that early. Oh, goodness. Nice stun. There we go. Just going to clear the corpse to allow for the Jester to target this guy as well, which is nice, although not quite yet, of course. A little bit more stress healing here makes sense. Oh, goodness. Okay. Allergies are a positive omen, right? No more blights allowed to stack on you, buddy. That's already far too much, I'm afraid. Alright, now we've got the targeting available. She might just get the third straight 7 damage judgment. Sure does. There's one more. Okay. Very fortunate there. Wow. Love to see it. Okay. Good to go. See you later. Strong performance again.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
An absolutely massive scout this time. Especially given that it was the full one there. Okay. Got a bandage for this as well. Kind of hoping for some more food out of that.
And baubles, paid for in blood.
That's alright. Trap detect chance 85% for the Jester. God damn it.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
That's very frustrating. I guess I probably shouldn't even have chanced it, honestly. That makes more sense in hindsight.
Spirits are lifted.
Oh, and they're speedy.
Is made clear.
They're real speedy. Alright, we gotta pray the Jester isn't the target of the remaining 3 here. And that's certainly gonna help things. I'm gonna get the guard up on him as soon as possible and probably work on healing the man-at-arms a little bit here too. Alright, that was pretty fortunate. That worked out pretty well, although the bandage or the bleed there obviously doesn't make me feel very good. That's a strong start too. Especially with the double bleed. Okay, let's not risk the miss yet again with the Leper up front here, and we just gotta be healing all day with the Vestal right now. Not a doubt in my mind about that. Get the Defender going with Brandon, and now actually looking a lot better all of a sudden. We'll almost certainly have to deal with a full gamut from them again. Big bleed, big crit damage back there. That's going to be a lot of stress. Just kidding. It's nothing. Haha. Oh, boy. Hey. Good stuff, Dirtle. Okay. Still needing the heals. Great hits from double death dice. That's going to be one bleeding out again. Actually, it makes a lot more sense to do this now.
Wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
The Jester is very nearly already healed to full, so... Wow, yeah, that's that fight finished. God damn.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I expected that to be a lot more concerning. There we go.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I think we can very happily go ahead and get rid of the last key at this point, so let's just do that. And I don't think we need the shovels either, so there we go. Easy swap. Got our party order sorted again. Bonus battle in this hallway. Oof. Alright, well, same priorities here, of course. Just gotta get that guard back up, and thankfully a lot less possible targets for the Jester for physical damage, and that's another big dodge early on. She had something to say about it, alright. Probably just gonna have to stress heal himself, actually. Seems like a safer idea. Damn, we're getting a lot of dodges this time. I'll top you off there, friend. That's more like it. Don't actually need to go for the defender anymore. Be a little more aggressive now.
Decimated.
Stress heal's still probably for the best, though. At least negate whatever she shits us with here. Yeah, if she shits us, I would enjoy negating that. That would probably benefit me.
Diminished.
You shit me? Yeah, you shit me. But I've got anti-shit technology. They call it Tiz. Shit backwards. You were with me. I didn't have to explain it. You were there the whole time. Group heal. Look at that. Turtle. Keep stress healing. Keep tissing. Certainly they wouldn't do it a third time. Yeah. Yeah, they would. Only for 12, though. It's not too bad. Okay, one more group heal in here, maybe? Oh, this is far too greedy, but I'm going to do it.
Sedated.
Like a moron. And then just judgment. Good enough.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
I don't think I need the herbs anymore. Yeah, we could probably get rid of that. Oh, I guess I could have got rid of that too, though, but that's fine. Torchlight is going to be a little low for the final room, but that's a trade we can make. Got enough food for one more activation. I think we got this. Looking like a strong finish today.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
It's probably going to end up being more valuable. Let's not even take a chance on this time either. Let's just go ahead and let somebody else try it. I mean, he does have the best chance by far. There we go. Should work out, right? Let the math be in our favor every now and then. A very interesting finish to this one. Obviously, never count myself lucky to run into an encounter like this. I do count myself lucky to have gotten this kind of turn order.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Which I believe, for the most part, is going to... Well, I guess this guy could immediately cytokinesis. We need to deal 1 damage, and we have a very fast Jester. There we go. Strong start. Try the stun. That's probably not going to work. Let's just do this as quickly as possible. Just whittle it down. No Cyto. Perfect. Beautiful. Just phenomenal stuff there. Loved every bit of that. You are a real sweetheart. You know that? Towering ectoplasm. You've earned my good graces today.
A death by inches.
I appreciate you. Great job again, team. I was really worried it wasn't the finished dungeon for a second there, but hey, we did it. I think that's a stress heal. Let's go. What great condition to end in.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be fought.
Got the jute tapestry out of it that time, and a level 4 for the first time in the campaign. It's going to be leasing leading the way, although does get perfectionist as a result of that, and on a leper in particular. Yeah, we're going to need to immediately address that.
A fresh irritant to some, a sanguine memory to me.
Yeah, go ahead and get rid of that for me, pal. Alright, good stuff. Thanks for watching another episode of the Darkest Dungeon Bloodier Moon campaign, everybody. Please leave a like on the video if you're still enjoying this, and I appreciate the support over here on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.